This is gonna be raw, so if your retention isn't that good, this video is probably not for you because I'm just gonna give you a straight up guide here and answer your most popular questions without any fluff, no frills, no animations, no crazy jump cuts because I'm stuttering. I'm gonna leave my stutters in unless it's just really horrible. But let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna rapid fire on these questions that I get. They're all around budgeting. They're around starting to invest. They're around the future of this channel. They're also around, let me check my notes here, controversial things like credit cards and also how to earn money on social media. So all things that are very useful. So let's start with number one. And if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. But number one, why is it so hard to stick to a budget? I get this question all the time on my Instagram DMs. Like we have over 1.3 million of you guys all across the platforms, and I'm getting questions all the time, and people just wonder why they can't stick to a budget. And usually it's because of one of two reasons. One, your budget might be too inconvenient. I see a lot of people who create these fancy Excel spreadsheets up front. You know, they go and input their first transactions from their bank account. They take a couple hours to do it, and then they never look at it ever again. Because who wants to go to their laptop, crack it open a spreadsheet, open up their other bank account, and do that on a consistent basis? That's super inconvenient, and it probably only works if you are a finance nerd. And then there's the other side. The second reason why people don't stick to a budget is because their budget is too convenient. And what do I mean by that? If you think of an app like Rocket Money, you link your bank account, which is great. It's on your phone, which is great, but it just auto-populates everything. It tries to categorize all your expenses on its own. It's so convenient that you don't have to touch it, you don't need to look at it, and you don't end up looking at it. So what you really want to do in trying to stick to a budget is go right in the middle. You want one that's convenient enough to whip out anywhere, so preferably an app on your phone. I'd recommend EveryDollar or YNAB, but you don't want it to be too convenient. You still want to have a little bit of say in how your transactions are categorized. So if there's a budgeting app that allows you to maintain and needs you to readjust your budget every month, that is most preferred, because hopefully, you're at least looking at your budget once a month. That's a good rule to follow. At least once a month, you need to check that budget. You need to change some of the categories, because if they try to do it on its own, like, it's never good enough. They're actually pretty inaccurate. So you need one that you can sync up your bank account to. I used EveryDollar, and literally all I need to do each month is go in and drag the transactions to the categories. Maybe I'll put a fancy little screen recording right here. The second question I get all the time is, how do I open a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is something everyone tells you to open up, especially when you're 18 years old, but they never actually show you and tell you how. I'm gonna put up some screenshots right here of what the process looks like, but first, what the heck is a Roth IRA in the first place? Okay, Roth IRAs are not an investment. It's not something you buy and then you wait for the value of it to go up. Roth IRAs are an account that holds your investments. So if you look at like this water bottle I'm holding, this container is your Roth IRA. The water inside, little ASMR, those are your investments. So the Roth IRA is just a retirement account. In fact, IRA stands for individual retirement account. It's just the account that holds your investments. So if you open a Roth IRA and you put your money into it, it's not just gonna start growing. Like, the money inside that account needs to be invested in something. But let's go into the step-by-step guide. Step one, log into frugality.com. That's my favorite platform. You can also use Charles Schwab or Vanguard, but log into one of those platforms and open an account. You're gonna enter in some of your personal information, make sure you know your social security number, make sure you have employment, and you can put in some employment information there because there is an income requirement. Once you do that, this is when you're gonna set up a regular, reoccurring transfer from your checking account to your Roth IRAs. So set it up so that your bank account, your checking account automatically sends money to your Roth IRA, because we're setting you up to invest for retirement, and just do it all in one go and just set it and forget it, so you don't have to be checking it all the time. So now that your account is funded, now that there's money in that Roth IRA, that is when you get to buy your investments. And this is another thing that we can automate, and you can set up reoccurring investments each month too. So if our Roth IRA max contribution this year is $7,000, if you're starting at the start of the year, might as well just divide that by 12 and put in $583 each month into your Roth IRA. And then once that money's transferred in there, you're gonna wanna buy diversified investments. Don't go and try to pick stocks and create your own kind of fund and do your own thing. Like, no. There are funds that are already diversified out there called index funds. There are mutual funds that are more actively managed. So like there's a nerd behind the screen who's like picking and choosing between all these hundreds of stocks to help you get a better performance. That comes with a little fee. But both of those options are really great if you're just trying to invest for retirement in a way that is hands-off. You don't have to stress about it every single day. So that's how you open up a Roth IRA. Once again, leave me any comments if you have more specific questions. I'm gonna do more workshops on this as well in my new online community, Money at Peace, that you can check out in the description. Right. The next question I get all the time: why are you renting? Why are you throwing away money and not buying a house? This one's super common. Totally understand what you think, because that's what we're told all the time. Like, renting's a waste of money. All right, that's crazy. My memory card just ran out of storage, but we're back. I was talking about houses and why people question that I'm renting when they think I should just buy a house, because money that I put into the house in a mortgage is gonna at least build up equity in the home. Like, I'm not building up any equity here while I'm renting. Well, the reason why is because it's personal, okay? Just buying a house isn't the best option for everyone all the time. For me and my wife, we're both young. We don't know where we wanna settle yet. That's a big thing to like get this fat mortgage in this one area of America, and like we're kind of committed at that point. So while we don't have kids, we're chilling. We also are not just throwing money away. Like, we're still buying value. We're literally paying each month for the most valuable thing that humans need, which is shelter. And it's actually pretty convenient shelter, because we can just hit up the maintenance man to fix our plumbing or whatever. We don't have to worry about HOA fees. We don't need to worry about being landlords. We don't have to fix all the little things, and we can just go about building up our careers right now. So we're paying for a lot of value. Next most common question is, how do you earn money with social media? If you didn't know, this is actually my full-time job, making videos, making silly reels, but also working with brands, making videos for their platforms, and also recently putting out some digital products like this online community that is in the description. You guys, I'll give you 3 ways you can earn money from social media. Number 1 is probably the easiest way to get started, and that is called UGC content. UGC, or user-generated content. And that's when you create content for another brand. Like, you know how to work a camera, you know how to make a piece of content that's engaging, and without even your own big brand, you don't need millions of followers, but you can pitch yourself to companies and say, hey, let me take over the social media, let me make videos for your platform so you can grow and get more brand awareness, and then pay me. The next way to do it is brand deals and sponsorships. This is my biggest form of income. This is from growing my own audience and having my audience already built up. Like, I pretty much know who watches these things. I know a lot of them are young adults, a lot of people who are like navigating life outside of college, and brands will pay me to put their product in front of them. But of course, I need to align it with that too. It would have to be something that I used or I would use in order for me to choose it. So that's a huge source of income, because people pay a lot to get their brand in front of millions of people. And surprisingly, compared to brands purchasing commercial time like on TV, paying an influencer like me is way cheaper for them anyway. So it's kind of a win-win, because it's like a lot to me and not so much for them. Third, I already mentioned, the final way you can make money from social media is through digital products. The 5th question is, why are you so against credit cards? I'm not completely against credit cards. I don't have to stick to like a hardcore brand that's against it, kind of like Ramsey Solutions. I can say that it's okay for some people, all right? Like, some people know how to be responsible with it. everyone thinks they're responsible with it. So that's why I don't think it's generally a good thing to say to people like, hey, get a credit card, use the points, beat the system, and you can win with your points and get all these rewards and travel and free flights, whatever. I don't think that's a responsible thing to say out to the general public, because for the majority of people, shouldn't have a credit card. And if people are really reaping the rewards of points and travel and flights, they're spending so much money to be able to get so many rewards that if they have the money to spend that, they probably don't even need the rewards to get that little bonus. It's literally just a little extra fun thing. So don't take credit card points and credit card hacking as like this way to build wealth, because it's not. It's just a little fun cherry on top of everything else you've done up to that point. Outside of finance questions, another question I get is, where are the red flag, green flag videos? Are they coming back? The answer is yes. Stay tuned. Also, I'm getting a ton of questions about why the views are so low on these long videos if I have 500,000 subscribers. Let me tell you something about the YouTube algorithm. YouTube tries to find the right audience for you, but I'm kind of confusing the algorithm with what I put out on shorts, which are very entertaining, high energy, red and green flag videos that like appeal to a wide variety of people. And then I go and try to make a video about frugal living. Like, YouTube doesn't know what to do with that. They have no people to send that to, because the traffic that's coming to my channel are these young people who just like these entertaining red and green flag videos. So I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm gonna keep doing the red and green flags because I enjoy it myself. You guys enjoy it too. And then I'm also gonna do more entertaining but educational finance long form videos. Thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully it was helpful. Once again, let me know in the comments if you need any guidance. And if you want to see me back on the street, please click on this video. Would love to have you guys comment on those too. Peace.